I'm changing the Giphy. We'll keep it Cassette Beast, but we'll change it to Can Devil and Band Sheep. All right. We are on Somebody's Universe 8. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. We're going to hop right into it. First of all, shout out to Canada. Now, it's like a Mickey Canada win, but it's still a Canadian win. OKC Thunder, they won the NBA championship. SGA is the first finals MVP Canadian. It's my mans. Got Lou Dort. Shout out to Montreal and Quebec. Canada out here, man. So congratulations to Oklahoma on your guys' first championship. Well deserved. Possibly more to come. Just wanna yo, Mickey is so funny. Mickey's one of the funniest things that we came up with. Honestly, it is. So yeah. But we're here for Kubera. The last chapter was great. Asura has Ananta right there. We'll see what we're cooking up. Let's get right into it, man. You mean persuading my father? That's Kasak speaking to Agni with his princess. Aww. Aww. It's really, yo, KD. Yes, since it would be better to persuade first than to fight. You are mistaken if you came here thinking that bringing out blood relatives would make a difference. Do you think I haven't tried persuading him already? This is true. Look at this princess. Right now I'm here because my princess doesn't want to leave, but I will go to another planet with her if this one is actually destroyed. This is the most I can do. Until now, I have helped as much as I can in numerous battles, and the same goes for persuading my father. But if I can't convince him, I just have to admit it. And I'm telling you just in case, do not ask me to fight against my father. Aguen, what are your thoughts? Do not pressure my princess either. That's just there's something about that just reminded me of so many situations where I've seen somebody with their like wife or like someone where someone's like, yo, like, no, I'm not doing that. What do you don't ask her nothing. I'm telling you no. I've seen it vice versa too. Like a woman talking to her like her man or to another woman and then trying to ask the husband, like, no, I'm telling I don't know, that was funny. Protective dad vibes for real though. Kasak deserves this break. He's been the MVP in every battle he's been in. Yeah, let him chill, yo. Honestly. Like drag it up. Vitra climb till I die, you know what I mean? But yeah, let him chill. Do not pressure my princess. Don't pressure my princess either. I didn't mean to pressure her. I get it. Sorry, says Agni, and he looks off. And she looks like she maybe had something to say and looks down. I get that dragon half not coming with us, but why not the human next to him? Because she looked very conflicted. While she wanted to help stop Taxaka, she couldn't get over her fear and speak her mind. We can't just forcefully pull her into this dangerous plan anyway, so I shall do the persuading part. But Taxaka wouldn't have any attachment to this planet. Do you have any idea how to convince him? I have an idea, but I can't predict how Taxaka will react at all when he hears that story. So we need to be fully and thoroughly prepared before trying. If things go well, then we can win him over and stand against Vaksuki. But if not, then we should be ready for a 3-way fight. You know, the Dragons, we strong, we stay in the gym, we stay training, we stay eating good, you know what I'm saying? So, it's hard to take us out because we kind of different. Insight is always clutch. Always need to remember gods can do it. I hardly forget, but every once in a while I forget that gods can use it. But I can tell there he was using insight. I think that's why he asked, just to see just to actually get her general feelings. Even if she couldn't say it out loud, he was able to read it internally. Kubera, story and art by Kurigam, Babel Kim Scans. Look at that tier right there. Yeah. Season 3, episode 376, Someone Universe 8. Vitranim is in Rind Hollow. and if he said he is waiting for Ananta, he must be one of those desiring the resurrection of Ananta. No, that might not be the case. He said that while he wants Ananta to come back, he doesn't want the current method. So he doesn't intend to cooperate with Sagara. He doesn't want the resurrection, but he is waiting for Ananta. It doesn't add up. Wouldn't it make more sense to think that he changed his mind and does want the resurrection now? Lees. Lees. When he says Ananta, think of, you know what? I believe in her. She'll think about it. But yeah, yo, I don't know if you were. I don't know how. I mean, Katana, I'm pretty sure you checked on the Patreon or whatever and everything. I need to update that, by the way. I apologize. I usually am much better with the Patreon. I've just been so busy with the TTC stuff and like everything. But like, what did he call you? What name do you have? Please think it through. Come to the answer. She's considering that he called me Ananta. Ah, there we go. Constantly. And then waiting might also refer to, but I feel like the very moment I acknowledge this, something will change drastically. So acknowledge it. Let's have a drastic change. So there she is talking with Sona, the kids, Rana. I see Tatia there. Sha. That's Ganhavra using some ability, I guess. Brilith walks away. Ganhavra walks. Ganhavra's fog is really useful. I understand now why the children weren't caught. Ah, Brilith, if you're uncomfortable, you don't need to go near him. What are Indra and the other gods thinking? I wonder. Seeing me leaving, they must have realized I am wary of them. If that was just my misunderstanding, then Surya would have come looking for me already. Judging by how quiet it has been, it seems my suspicion is not unfounded. If they are aiming for the next universe like Varuna, and thus are trying to destroy this universe, the easiest way would be to use Ananta, and Taksaka, who was opposing the resurrection, would be their enemy. Yes, Indra's initial cooperation in Ananta's resurrection may have been for the purpose of destruction. It also seems that it was also Varuna's line of thinking. So that's Brilith and Agni having a conversation, that back and forth. Patreon was my way to keep up during my hiatus. Oh, I only say that because, like, you know me, I was, is he alive? When I see Vitra just sitting there eating beef jerky, I'm like, Ascension. I'm back alive. Now give me the Holy Trinity. Give me a chapter with Yama, with Brilith, with Vitra. Automatic limit break 20 out of 10. She knows, but she don't want to know. Yeah. She needs to acknowledge it. I figured Lees would at least say that Vitra's acting weird and calling her Ananta, but she doesn't seem to want to do that. She's in denial right now, or denying something, a aspect or part of herself that I think she needs to lock into soon. Reminder that Ganhavra smoked Brilith in the timeline. We know. Remember that Vayu and Surya are working on the incomplete info Indra gave them, so they might be cooperating unwillingly. Well said, Corey, actually. It's a good point. But since Ananta was resurrected weaker than expected, their plan didn't work, so they are now most likely aiming for his recovery. Moreover, it is said that Aravata, Ganhavra, Kasak, and Ran gathered immediately after the resurrection. So Indra had to hide his intentions and prepare to join in on the attack back then. Then he took the opportunity to steal Ananta away. Ashura's subordinate has the ability to create clones, so there must have been one at Ananta's resurrection site. If Indra, this is when he's attacking. Okay, Indra. Okay, and there's, if Indra made contact with them, it wouldn't have been difficult to use Crescent Gate to steal Ananta away. So it's likely that the gods, including Indra, will side with Ananta. I really want to believe in Vayu and Surya, but I'm unsure. There are some elements of uncertainty in both of them. I believe in Surya. Vayu's got to prove it to me, though. Needs that dog in him. Remember that Vayu and Surya are working on the incomplete. The situation Curry has cooked up is so complex, it might be almost hard for people to keep up with the whole motives, where motives align where. That's where you really have to maybe write it down, reread it if you're that invested, or just kind of refresh your memory when you can, But hold on. And there are outliers like Indra, even that situation. Yeah, these couple chapters just have people talking, but so much was going on they even moved around the planet. Yo, Naya, I know this is out of context, but I need your advice. There's this girl I declare. She said no to me that just friends. I accepted because I don't want to lose her, but yesterday she missed a birthday party from a family. She had said yes to me previously, but at the last hour she said she was sick and I told her I would not want to talk to her anymore. She said sorry and she respects my decision, but she still considered me a friend even though we don't talk. Did I do well? So let me try to understand. So was this a girl that you liked and you tried to ask her out and you accepted that, and then yesterday you guys were supposed to go to a party or something, and then like explain that to me again a different way. I'm not sure I'm understanding it, but um if you felt like you needed to walk away from it and love from afar and just be friends, yes, the right decision ultimately I would say is the one that makes you learn, grow, and that aligns with your personal ideology and outlook on life. Sometimes you have to make a hard decision that you don't want to make, which means cutting someone off or not being with somebody for the greater good of you, your life, and maybe some other people around you. So, but rephrase that for me if you can. Okay, sorry guys. I actually have not been asked advice like that in a very long time, like in a stream where I'm doing something specific. It's been a while. And again, I'm just one person. Don't My advice is not the gospel truth. It's just one man's opinion. Okay. In particular, if it's true that Vayu harmed this Tarakafied betrothed with his own hands, he's unlikely to react to negatively to Barunda as well. So you are prioritizing Barunda the Nastika over your fellow god Vayu. That Nastika must have been very trustworthy in your eyes then. He was so friendly to humans that he didn't fit in with the Garuda clan at all. Amongst the top ranked Nastikas, he was a rare like minded person, so we were quite close. Moreover, Barunda has an advantage over a god in dealing with Vasuki's ancient judgment. But he is in a state of Tarakafication. We don't know when he will awaken as a Taraka. And that would possibly be your kin. You admit that possibility? I've always acknowledged the possibility, just not with absolute confidence. If they are really your kin, then what? Would you hate me? Would they want to kill me? Brilith looks at him. I wonder still. I just had to ask that question earlier. He's looking at her. If we had proper memory, if he had proper memories before being Barunda, if he had been able to answer my question, then maybe I would have. Then maybe I would be the one they hate the most. There's a past life with them. The main culprit of our destruction who created that travesty of a weapon is still alive. No, it's more my fault for not being able to stop the weapon from overheating. I was overconfident in my mental strength. I don't think you would have been able to control the temperature in that situation. It was a defect in the weapon and it was my fault that I made a mistake. But to my race, we're both equally enemies. If those two enemies are alive and still upholding their betrothal, it is bound to look incriminating. It can't be helped. Even just facing each other and holding hands like this is a sinful act to them. So, do you understand, Agni? The reason why Owa said I don't want to get involved with you? And he looks, yes. And she looks a little bit sad. I wish you luck. Boo! Tomatoes. I want love in the air. I need love. You said thank you, Naya. That was for a Wiley, but I needed it. Hey, man. If there's something I've gotten decently good at doing is being like, yo, And this is not just like women that I'm like romantically involved with or in love with or like or whatever the case is. Like this is friends, this is family, people that I have like business relationships with. Sometimes you have to just genuinely understand like, yo, we're not aligned anymore. Our commonality and overlap is not there anymore. I have to make a decision for the greater good of me, my people, myself, my mental health, my emotional state, all that, and walk away. But I can always love from afar. I don't have to talk to somebody to wish that they're still doing well, you know? Is that a tiny with half wings? Yes, cutest panel award. It was cute. It was cute. Look at this couples counseling, cursed lovers or sinners. I don't even know at this point. In case it wasn't clear, when Brilith asked if she had previous memories, she suspected those memories would be of an ancient human. This convo was great, yes. If I remember correctly, it was value that made the ancient weapon go wild, so it might not even be their fault. Agreed. She put me in the friend zone basically, even though she gave me signals. I was going to stop talking to her, but you know, it's hard to stop talking to someone you love. But yesterday, she she put, I feel, an excuse to not go to a birthday party she agreed previously, and I took the decision to stop talking to her because, you know, it's not sane to be friends with someone you like, and well, here we are. Okay, so in that case, so I kind of got it right. So you liked her, she didn't reciprocate. You guys agreed to go to something. She kind of bailed. Um, I don't know how long this has been going on. I don't know how deep it goes for you, but I would say in that moment, um, protect your own heart, protect your own, you know, mental and emotional state. If you can't be friends with her without the like the emotion and like and the romantic stuff coming out, it's probably not a good look. You should take a step back. Time will heal. You'll like somebody else at some point. It'll be fine. You'll be okay. Trust me. Everyone's gone through it to some capacity, no matter the sexual orientation. So don't worry about that. Don't overthink it. Um, but yeah, especially if it hasn't been that long, just walk away from it. Take a step away. Take a step back from it. Um, and do what's best for you right now. If she wants to be friends with you on her own end and her side of the fence, you can't control her actions. All you can do is control your own actions. 7 months to me is not long enough. Personally speaking, it might feel long, but it's not long enough. Walk away if you have to. The chances of this conversation going well are slim. There's a high possibility that this will lead to an immediate battle, so be prepared. We'll do our best to keep Sona under control. His relative position is still the same. It doesn't seem like he has any intention to hide. Interesting. He is very confident compared with the Anantas who are in hiding. Taxaka is wearing Kali's collar and Ervata as support. With a combination that powerful, he doesn't feel the need to hide. So what card do you have to persuade Taxaka? He is sweating. He doesn't have one. You want to wing this shit, isn't he? What? You have met my wife in the afterlife? Yes, Taxaka. Oh, wait. Oh, no, no. I've been in a situationship and got my hopes up for something more and got ghosted. I know how it feels. We've all been there. I've been there. I've ghosted the person. I've been on both sides. I've been there. Um, I believe at some point you just ask a super genuine question like, yo, like what are your intentions? Like I feel this way. If you don't feel this way, just kind of let it be. Let me be. Let me go. Um, Again, I'm 32. I've been doing this for a long time. Obviously, you guys know I've been in a relationship that's approaching a year at this point. So, like I'm chilling, I'm cool. But yeah, like, listen, I get it, man. I've been through all the trials and tribulations of the dating world, all of it, all of it. You just do your best, and ultimately remember if something that you want in the end is like family, marriage, or just a partner, whether that's cohabitation, you just need to find that one person. You don't need to be right for everybody, so just keep that in mind. Hit yes, Taxaka. Your wife was destined for paradise, but she refused in order for the chance to meet you again. Back then, she asked me to shut up. He turns into white. He's in white mode. Boom. What the, at this rate, even before it becomes a three-way battle or anything, Aren't we all gonna be offed by Taxaka? He's that strong. Failure as soon as you even bring it up. Did you get anything across to him at all? I guess he thinks I'm lying to try to persuade him. I don't know. I didn't know he wouldn't listen at all. Ooh, that's sexy. He looks sexy as fuck. It's not Vitra sexy, but it's sexy. He didn't even listen. He just blew up. Oh man, that's crazy. That's the end of the chapter. To be continued. Don't you think the planetary gods of Wolof are going to reach enlightenment soon? I get it. Season 3, episode 376, Someone's Universe 8. Was there a need to include such a boring scene? Then it was included because it was necessary. If I draw unnecessary scenes, it will be harder for me. There was someone who asked a question about the mention of Barunda in the side story Whistling Part 1. Wasn't Barunda in the early days of humans friendly? Well, at that time, it wasn't friendly to humans, not to mention anyone else, just as Hanuman in the early days had a completely different personality than she does now. Barunda has some of that side to him. He didn't order the Rakshasas to hunt. He didn't have any children to send on a hunt, but he didn't save humans in danger either. That's exactly what Barunda looked like to Vayu's betrothed. From her perspective, Barunda, who just folded his arms standing behind the Garuda Rakshasas, must have seemed like the mastermind behind the hunting. I love you not. Because there are not enough places for story-related scenes currently to progress. The scenes for couples and romance are drawn only as much as they are needed in the story. Hold on, this is a tragic fantasy romance, though. I feel like more romance is needed. Sorry. I draw set scenes when they are not related to the story. I feel somehow not focused enough. I don't know why I feel like this when I call this a romance webtoon. I'm on your ass now. I don't know whether there would be any chance, but if I drop those special episodes during a hiatus again, then I might make them as a series of romance special episodes from the start. What was that? No thanks? No, yes, please. The pattern of a character getting cursed at, then having the circumstances revealed in the next episode isn't intentional. I guess because I already know what the rest of the story. I already know the rest of the story. There are times where I'm not conscious of how people would react if it ended like this. Haha. I think that happened to Agni. That happens to Agni a lot. It happens to Agni a lot, but it's just a coincidence. A coincidence. Sexy. Woo! That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel it. Kubera readers, welcome to Naya's counseling. Yo, throw me in the fifth zen, yo. I'm the god of love. I'm the god of romance. I am the god counselor of romance or some BS. I don't know. Give me a role. I'm with it. Put that on the Kubera people wiki. I showed my girlfriend that the other day, and she was like, "That's hilarious." Like how you guys have an entrance for me in the Kubera wiki, Kubera people. Sona did not like Tatia's comment. Nope. That's what a Brilith Agni tried to do to men. Now we're all talking about our feelings. Agni, the god of fire, playing with fire, and now you know why Agni got apprehensive. Indeed. This is a card I still don't know if he should play. I get why he's playing it, but it's scary ground. Couples counseling is a genuine theme of the chapter. I agree that 7 months is too short, but after the years talks instant escalation, demonic panel. Oh my god, looks like Kubera. In Kubera, the longer your hair is, the more powerful you are. Destroy your dragon unleash. Is that the Dragon Ball logic? For the most part, they said the longer your hair is, the stronger you are because Super Saiyan 3 sucked in his eyebrows and added it to his hair. Yeah, best panel for me. The panel of them, there's one more other one I liked a lot, but yeah, this one's got it. Taxaka's partial sewer form. Yeah, the dragons are the best looking ones. They're clean. 13 more tragic romance spin-offs. Let's go. Hair length equal power is definitely canon. More spin-offs, please. Yeah, I'm with it. Kurigam. More spin-offs, more side chapters. Focus on the romance. Don't focus on the tragedy part. Yeah. But yeah, man. Taksaka did not take that well. He said, "Shut up. I am not even about to listen to this." Like honestly, the plan going south that fast. Not even I saw it going south that fast. That's crazy. But hey, we here. That young sleep, that young sleep pic you posted yesterday for some reason had me dying. Well, it was technically hot, and like I don't like I wanted to look like I was like exhausted. That was kind of the thing. But like genuinely, I was like, I don't want to come here with low, I worked all day energy and not give you guys a good stream. That's why I decided to do it today. Romance is often accompanied with tragedy. Kurigan probably. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at a 9 again. I think this was also a 9. I think both chapters are like a 9. I wouldn't go higher than 9.5 for either. Wouldn't go lower than an 8.5 for either. I'm at a 9 again for this one. I think it's a 9. These were powerful chapters. Taksaka, man. Do you think my only question to you is through this fight, assuming I have two questions. First, assume Kasak and or Agwin don't come or appear in any capacity. Is there an avenue that you guys can see with Lee's, Tatia, Barunda, Agni? Do you foresee a way that they can get him to listen to reason and calm him down right now? Yes or no? If yes, what is it? And I'll leave that there for now. That's my first question. My second question is the same, but it also adds Kasak and Agwin. So yeah. That's a crazy thought to have, though. Like let's say like I'm a human and I fell in love with a Sura or God or whatever, and I thought that maybe through resurrection or reincarnation I could meet them again and fall in love again because I cared about them so much. Would I choose? Would I reject paradise to come back? I don't think I'm rejecting heaven, brother. I can't roll that dice twice. If I made it to heaven, I gotta just go. See y'all. I'm out. And I'm thinking like, do I want to do this life thing again? I don't know, man. I don't know if I got two in me. The Vince Carter, I got one more in me. I don't. One life. YOLO. Okay? You only live once. This 3-way fight might turn into a 4-way fight if Vitra and the other gods appear. If you add random Tarakas in here, it'd be a 5-way fight. I don't know why I forgot about Vitra. Exclude Vitra for the first part of this question too. But Kala's saying that they will be off by Tak even before they get a 3-way fight is genuinely funny. I do think so. I don't think Tak is listening to anyone other than Vasuki, and those two are on bad terms now. The Ketch and Kubera versus we don't know what paradise actually is. That's kind of fair. There's always force. Agni plus wind attribute is strong combo. It was enough to stop early Ganhava and inspire the ancient human super weapon. So you think through force to get them to listen? Because I feel like if Kasak and Agwin came and joined them and said something like almost a double family whammy, like mom will be disappointed, seeing her son and granddaughter, plus what Agni said about her being what she did. I think they can get to him. I like the idea that Vitra joins and just starts going ham on him, and then that's you know what I'm saying, like Vitra comes through, like I want to fight Taksaka, so I think Vitra is also a positive avenue. But just wanted your guys' thoughts on that. So yeah, again, I'm gonna 9 out of 10. Genuinely think this is the cleanest panel. I like it. I actually do like the one where you see just Taksaka's eyes for a second, like right here before he almost snaps. Shut up. Pow. Even this is clean. Just like he's just pow. Crazy. Yeah, great chapter, man. My favorite piece of dialogue is honestly what Brilith and Agni were talking about. But if I have to choose a quick second, almost immediately, I'd have to go with what he ended up saying. Like, yo, I met your wife in the afterlife, and she rejected paradise for the chance to meet you again. But if I'm being really honest, like obviously I have a human lifespan, so I can't experience this in the way that they do. And Suras have different emotions, plus the dragons have their emotions suppressed, except for like one or whatever, the major one. If my deceased wife I felt was being used as a bargaining chip to get me to agree with something, I'd probably not have the best reaction. But I am not a person who snaps immediately. I'd probably at the very least listen and then tell you to eat a Frank and suck it from the back. But I'll listen first. You know what I'm saying? We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see, man. Paradise is Callie's bedroom. Visha could always just show up. Exactly. It's an avenue. I think there's a chance to get him by using objective reasoning, but after Agni pissed off Texaka, I think there's zero chance they can talk it out. Agni and Brilith's real talk was great. Also, the and what at the same time. Indeed. Wonder why she met Agni. Isn't Yama the one supposed to judge you for paradise? I wonder if Agni did Agni just happen to be there? Is there a reason? Is it something to do with hell? Like hell's judgment or something? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe did Yama tell him that? And is he lying? I don't think he's lying. She did have a lot of skulls scattered around there. Hey man, if Kalaroom is paradise, I'm not going. I'm not going there. I'm talking smack. Nah, man, these are a great set of 2 chapters. I like them a lot. I'm so interested in seeing somebody get absolutely lit up by that god attack that Vasuki has. Like I'm absolutely super intrigued. But just before we wrap up this portion, let me do my due diligence. I say due diligence, but like let me be a decently good creator. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, join my other channel if you're not already for video essays, long and short. I talk about many things here. Definitely give it a shout out or a look. This is young paperwork, but you also are gonna want to be on the Patreon. All right, you want to be on this Patreon right here. I have messages on here. Oh my lord, my bad. We got early access. We got, did I put 8 here somehow? Oh, 6. Okay. Early access. We got some things that are only exclusive to Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna want to be here. This is the place to be. This is the spot. This is where all the cool kids hang. All right. I've been a little bad the last 2 weeks, but I'm always constantly and actively updating it. So you're gonna want to be there, man. Come to the Patreon. You feel me? So yeah, I think the command is just exclamation mark Patreon or Patreon exclamation mark. I think it is one of the two. One thing. If Brilith would talk more openly about ancient humans being Taraka, so Lise can hear her and tell her what she found out in the main node, that would be a good conversation for them to have. Absolutely. So yeah. And I am caught up and I'm on time. I've been on Fraud Watch for weeks. Welcome. But with that being said, we have wrapped up the Kubera portion of this stream. I thank each and every one of you for coming through. Kubera gang, appreciate you guys. Always a pleasure. Always a great time. Always so much fun. Thank you guys for sliding. But it is now time for me to transition into Tower of God.